Our third concept series of snares is the L series, or the loud concept. Now these are a very unique drum to Yamaha in that they're made out of 8 plies of oak. Now, because Yamaha has the air seal system, it allows them to mold a thicker oak shell. It's very exclusive to Yamaha's drum design. There's 2 different sizes available in the L series. This is the 14 by 5.5, and they also have a 14 by 7, which is just a monster of a snare drum. The other innovation of the L series, you'll notice there's 9 vent holes around the entire perimeter of the drum. And these vent holes do a couple different things. The first thing, it lends itself to a real controlled rebound out of the drum. Because there's so much air getting released out of the chamber, you don't get as much bounce back out of the stick, out of the drum. So if you really lay into the drum a lot and you're playing for big backbeats, it feels really good to have the 9 vent holes venting the air out. Also, it creates a very pronounced low end out of the drum. The more air escaping the chamber, the more bottom end that comes from the instrument. Now what's really cool about that is that you can adjust using vent hole plugs that are available from Yamaha separately to adjust the feel and the character of your drum. So it's pretty refined to be able to just adjust it one at a time with the air holes and kind of customize the drum to your sound. The L series has 45-degree bearing edge top and bottom. Now, as we discussed with the S series, the 45-degree bearing edge lends itself to a sharp, clean snare element sound. It's a very articulate snare element sound. And the 45 degrees on top really helps the drum cut and have a lot of drive to it, especially for louder playing and really big backbeats. It's a 2.7 millimeter snare bed, as all the Concept Series snares are, and it has 2.3 millimeter Dyna hoops. Now the Dyna hoops are a thicker, heavier hoop that can really withstand some punishment in your playing. One of the things that's awesome about this particular drum is that it has smoky chrome or dark chrome hardware on it, and it creates a real sharp, bold look to it. This particular finish is the Habanero Sparkle, which is one of my favorites. Looks great under the lights. There's 8 different finishes available of the L series. Now this is the 14 by 5.5, as I mentioned, and this is one of my favorite drums as well. It has a real cutting drive, and the staggered lugs, the offset lugs, allows you to have a little wider tuning range out of the drum. If the lugs were on top of each other, you wouldn't be able to bring the tension rods down as far. So having the offset staggered lugs makes a big difference in the tuning range of the drum. The 14 by 7 is just a monster. It's a huge, heavy drum, great for big backbeats. So to sum it up, the overall sound of the L series, or the loud concept of snares, is a real driving, heavy sound with great low end. It really cuts through the band. Oak wood has a great high mid-range and a great low end, so it really cuts through louder music, especially music that has distorted instruments in it, like distorted guitars. It's really cutting, driving sound to really pull the snare drum out of the mix.